grammatical.
Hello, teachers! What happened? All right. So, anyway, let's continue so we can finish this one today. Okay. So, number one, the traditional or grammar translation method. So, can you please read this one, Teacher John?
The traditional grammar generation method. A. Most of the given principles of this method can be summarized as follows. As follows. Based on Latin Freeman, uh, 1986, Richard and Russell, 1986. I is implies in the study and translation of the right of the written language, and it is considered for us to spoken language. B. Successful learners are those who can translate language into other. Of they cannot communicate orally. C. Reading and writing are main language skills. D. Teacher play on urgent role in the classroom and practice uh, predominant interest is between teacher student. The student must learn grammar equally, ruler over overtly, and reduce their application to exercise. And students have to know both reason and other grammatical um, corrections. The basic unit of teaching is the standard. A student native language is the medium of instruction and use as well as to compare with the language study. That's it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Teacher John. All right, so number one, letter A. So there are A to F types. Principles. So the first one is it emphasizes the study and translation of the written language as it considers superior to spoken language. So among you there who can okay who can explain okay number one. Just summarize. Do you have any idea, teachers? What is this all about? Number one. Number one, letter A.
This method had characteristics such as teacher always plays an important role, and there is always interaction between teachers and students, and
Mm-hmm.
a translation um, is the most used in this method. And reading and writing are the main language skills. And teacher often use native language to teach in this method.
Yes, all right. Thank you very much, teachers. Okay, just a moment. All right. So letter A, okay, it emphasizes the study and translation of the written language. So this number one, the traditional of grammar translation method, it emphasizes the translation of the written language. So how and then number two, I'm sorry, not letter B. Successful learners are those who translate each language into the other. So what do you mean by that one, teachers? Those successful learners, okay, translate each language into the other, though they cannot communicate orally. Yes. So that is what I've noticed. Mostly, many students they really know how to translate that one to other language, but they cannot communicate that one orally, or they cannot communicate very well. And this number letter C. Excuse me. So letter C, reading and writing are the main language skills. What do you mean by that one, teachers? Reading and writing will go together. So it's the main language skills compared to listening and speaking. And letter D, teachers play an authoritarian role from the word itself, authority. Okay, so you as a teachers, you play or you have the authority in the classroom, not your student. Okay? If your student doesn't want to listen or follow what you said, you have the authority because you're the teacher, not your student. You can do whatever you want to teach your student. Okay? And letter E, can you please explain this one, teacher son? Letter E. Yes? Yes. What do you mean with this?
In grammar translation method, students learn grammatical rules and then apply those by and between the target language and the native language.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. So, student must learn grammatically rules overtly and deduce their application to exercises. So, they must learn the grammatical rules, grammar from the word itself. How about letter F? Students have to know verb conjugations and other grammatical paradigm. What do you mean by this one, teachers? Conjugative, conjugation, verb conjugations. What is this?
Yeah, I think even when I learn English, they have to know the verb and how to change verb in some tense. In simple tense,
Mm-hmm.
past tense, they know how to time their verb in a sentence. That's why.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So verb conjugation refers, okay, verb conjugation, teachers, refers to how a verb changes, okay? So again, the verb conjugation refers to how a verb changes to show a different person, okay? To show different person, tense, number, or mood, right? So and then also the grammatical paradigm. So what is paradigm, teachers? Do you know what is it? Paradigm. It's a pattern. Okay? It's a pattern, teachers. Okay? Right. Next. Letter G. The basic unit of teaching is the sentence. Oh, so it means the basic unit of teaching is the sentence. All right. Um, And letter H, the student's native language is the medium of instruction and use as well as to compare with the language studied. What do you mean by this one, teachers? Native language, the student's native language. So example, the Vietnamese language. Okay, that is their native language. So it is the medium of instruction. So sometimes teachers, okay, we will going to give direction or instruction to our student using our language so that they can understand well, right? And letter B, can you please read this one, teacher Jane?
The basic units of teaching in the sentence. Yes, grammar as a traditional or grammar translation pattern. The teacher usually the sentence is student, for example, grammar and new structure and other new models. Yes, everything is based on the sentence. That's why.
Okay, thank you. So letter B, the main techniques used by grammar translation method. So this is the main techniques used by the grammar translation method. So it focuses on the teaching of the foreign language through the presentation of rules together with some exceptions and list of vocabulary translated into the mother tongue. What is this? What do you mean by this one, teachers? Okay, so the list of vocabulary translated into the mother tongue language, your mother tongue language, not in English, right? So translation is considered its most important classroom activity. So this is very understandable, teachers, right? So translation, of course, if you were going to teach English, and then again, you will going to translate that one in the classroom because it is the most important one, right? The translation of that word, right? So the main procedure of ordinary lesson followed by a list of vocabulary and finally translation exercise from selected text. Okay. Other activities, can you please read this one, teacher Sam? Wait. Teacher Anna. Yes, can you please read those activities and procedures? Yes. Letter B.
The student's native language is the medium of instruction and used as well as to compare with the language study. It means that teacher often use native language to explain to explain and to fit in this method. Um, if some students don't understand, teacher um,
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Thank you, Teacher Anna. Say, so here, teachers, those activities and procedures for letter B. Okay. So the first one is reading comprehension question about the text. Students find antonyms and synonyms from words in the text. Hello, teachers! Welcome back! How's Vietnam? All right, so let's proceed. Okay, so we're still in letter B. Okay, student recognize and memorize cognates and false cognates. Okay, here teachers, antonyms and synonyms. Of course, I know that you thought already this one to your students. The antonyms and the synonyms of the word from the text. So this is very nice topic. Okay, so fill in the blank exercises. Okay, I know that you know this one. Writing compositions from given topic. And then, okay, theory of language and learning. Please read this one. Teacher Rosie.
Yes. The theory of language.
Hello.
Yeah. The theory of language underlying this method. Là biến cố biểu tiếng.
Hello, teachers.
Teacher, welcome back.
What happened? Okay. So again, let's continue again. Teacher Rosie, can you please read this theory of language and learning?
The theory of language underlying this method is in structure linguistics, and thus there are some differences between British and American. Structure physics. Both movements show language as a system of structurally related elements for the body, of meaning. Their elements structures
Okay, thank you very much. So, theory of language and learning. So, between British and American structuralism, they are different. British and American, right? So, even though in their pronunciation, they they have totally different. The British and American. All right. So in this one, teachers, they summarize in the following ideas. The letter A, language is speech. What do you mean by this one, teachers? Language is speech. What have you understand with this one? Language is speech. Teacher Linda. What is language is speech?
Language is to speak.
Yes, teacher Linda?
Yes. I think language is speak and
Hmm? Language is speech.
to speak.
Okay, who has the idea about language is speech? Teacher Lucy, do you have any idea?
I think language is speech is that we use language to make a speech. We can combine sentences to make a speech, and through a speech we can interpret the idea and some information we want to know. That's all.
Oh, thank you. All right. Thank you very much, Teacher Lucy. Okay. So language is speech. Okay. So when we say speech, that is communicate. So if ever, okay, you're just going to speak, okay, but the listener cannot understand what you're talking about, there is no language at all. Okay. Um just speech, but there is no language at all. So it should be language the combination of speech. And letter B, a language is what its native speakers say, not what someone think ought to say. What do you mean by this one, teachers? Letter B, a language is what its native speakers say, not what someone thinks they ought to say. Yes, what do you mean by this one? Language is what its native speakers say. Teacher Jane, do you have any idea, Teacher Jane?
I will never see. Not big.
Okay, so here, teachers, okay, so a language is what its native speakers say. So, okay, example, teachers, um native speakers sometimes we don't understand what they're talking about, right? Especially the way they pronounce the word. Okay, and then sometimes that words or that phrases, um, we mistakenly understood their their language. Yes, but because we didn't understand what they are talking about. Okay, so letter C. Languages are different. What is this? Very easy.
Yes,
Languages are different.
yes,
Why do you think so? It's different.
yes, language are different. I think it is very easy to understand because
Mm.
we all know that each country has their own language. For example, each country has their own. For example, Vietnam, we speak Vietnamese. China, we speak
Mm.
Chinese, and many countries. Yes, that is the reason why
Yes.
this is a difference.
Yes. Thank you very much, teacher Jane. How about the others? Do you have any idea? Other than that, okay, this is a very understandable, right? I know you understand this already.
Yes,
Languages are different. Okay, of course, each language are different. We don't have our own or same language. Okay, letter B. A language is a set of habits. A lot of habits.
it's
What is this?
it's very difficult to explain to express our thought.
Mm-hmm.
I think
How about the others? Do you have any idea?
Lucy,
Teacher Lucy.
yes, I think a language is a set of habits. It means that if you want to improve for English skill, we can set up a habit. Example, if you want to improve your speaking skill, you should speak English every day and everywhere. If you improve your writing skill, you should write diary or write some long sentence. If you want to improve reading skill, you can read a text or read some story. If you want to improve um, if you want to improve speaking skill, you can task or talk with your friend or with your teacher. So a language is a set of habits.
Mm-hmm. Yes, thank you very much, Teacher Lucy. A language is a set of habits. Of course, this is a set of habits every day. Okay? Because speech, conversation is already a language, right? If like this one, if ever you're not going to talk, there's no language at all. So it's a language already. It's a habit. It's a habit of having conversation, having a conversation to other people or talking with your friends. Okay? Letter E. Teach the language, not about the language. What is this? Teach the language, not about the language. Teacher. Teacher San, do you have any idea? Yeah, Teacher San. Yes, you have an idea. What is this? Teach the language, not about the language. Yes.
I have an idea. In my opinion,
Okay.
in my
Let's proceed to teacher Linda.
teacher Anna. Teacher
Teacher Anna.
in my opinion, teach the language, not about the language. It means that we teach the language to speak. It means naturally, not we study about the language, not we not research about the language. The form and the rule. It means we teach language so that the learner are able to speak and use language. Not we
Mhm.
study about the form or the way to form language.
Yes.
I understand, but it's difficult for me to explain.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. It's good already. All right. Thank you very much, teacher Anna. How about the others? Do you have any idea? Only that? Okay. To teach the language, not about the language. Of course, you will going to teach your student the language, not about the language itself. Okay? You will not going to say that, okay, language is this one, is this. Okay, the type of language is this. But you will going to teach them how to have a language or to speak or to have a conversation. Okay? Not about the language itself. Okay, so now let's proceed to number one, the oral approach. Okay, please read this one, teacher. Where are we now? Teacher Linda? Yes.
Our principal classroom is of structure review, maybe our practice of structure. This our practice of structure pattern could be given in person science to give the specific amount of practice in it to the student. The, characteristic of the overall and of the oral approach are the following. A vocabulary is considered a very important aspect. B. The teacher is a moral correct the person and its questioning and eliciting the learner answer. B. Students are expected to review what's from context, subject, translation or explanation in mother tongue. B. Grammatical structure are learned oral use repetition, substitution, drill, reading aloud. A. Grammar is learned by an inductive process, as in the direct method, granted from simple to more complex form. Correct pronunciation and grammar are considered crucial, so students must avoid errors. B. Oral language comes first, then written language. A. The textbook and the visual
Okay, thank you very much, teacher Linda. Okay, the oral approach. So there are eight to each characteristic of the oral approach. Okay, the first one is vocabulary is considered a very important aspect, teachers. Why? Why, teacher? Vocabulary is considered a very important aspect.
Yes, sir.
Why do you think so?
Yeah.
Yes, teacher Rosie?
Yes. Vocabulary is considered a very important aspect because if you want to use the word to speak right, you have to know the main words. You have to know the
Yes.
and how to pronounce them, how to pronounce it. And if you have a lot of vocabulary, or if you have a very detailed vocabulary, you have to have a good speak, a good writing,
Mm.
and your writing is better. That's my opinion.
Yes. All right. Thank you very much, teacher Rosie. So, vocabulary is considered a very important aspect. Of course, we consider this one as the very important one because if the student or even us, if our vocabulary bank is very low, we cannot express the things we need to, especially in writing. We cannot write well. Okay, if our vocabulary bank is very low, that's why I told you many times that if you want to have very your vocabulary will improve. You will going to read a lot of books every day. Okay? Letter B. The teacher is the model, creates the situation, and teaches through questioning and eliciting the learner's answer. What do you mean by this one, teachers? Who has some idea? The teacher is the model, creates the situation.
I think the teacher is model. She is the some is some situation for student and ask student how to answer, how and the teacher will check the student understanding about the lesson and they can give the point or mark for student.
Yes, okay. Very good, teacher Rosie. Okay, so the word itself, the teacher is the model. Of course, teacher is the model of everything. So creates the situation and teaches. Of course, we as a teacher, we teaches our student. And if ever a student answer the incorrect one, we will going to approach them or tell them the correct one in a good way. Okay? And then we don't teachers are not allowed to do some bad things because you are a model. You are the model in the community and in the school. All right, teachers?
Yes.
Okay, so let's proceed now to letter C. Students are expected to deduce word meaning from context without translation or explanation in mother tongue. What do you mean by this? Oh, I'm sorry. It's already time, so we need to have 10 minutes break. Okay, so I will going to give you some time to understand this text. Okay, so 10 minutes break, teachers. I will see you later. All right?
Yes.
Okay, bye.
Ini qua đường nào nó sẽ ở đó. Cái nhà cô hay nhà của Nhi thì cũng đó, cái nhà gì? Đây này, này gì? Cái con nhỏ này rồi. Em lên đây, tụi đi qua. Người sau này lại. Qua đằng ngay nó bị tụi. Chuyển đến nhà. Chuyển Cái số ví cái nhỏ xưa là ví có phút ngắn ví cái số tư này. Còn ví trên đây chắc là nó có đủ để cho thì ví đoạn này bác cái dần dần cái sống lâu này ví bạn ví tự ví nó cắt cái mắt nó mà ở ví đấy cũng như cái ví đoạn mây là như cái bạn chia sẻ nữa kéo bình thường là phải là có bố vậy cái đó có sau cái điều lại đó là biết thấy có kéo được rồi đấy nhưng mà chị bạn sẽ sớm mà mai đi nói nè cái gì khác cái ghét rồi lại quá nhìn nó là biểu hiện mà ở đây này nhưng mà là này thôi chị biết nó có đi sáu lại chân cân lắm này đâu có đi sáu là có được nhớ lắm này chị anh nghe cho lại kêu là cái bà bên mình có nhạc bên nhau lên cả đấy còn cái ông cái đầu mà né ở bố còn lại thì mình sẽ phản thẳng mình cậu mà nhớ cái này nó lại xấu cái nói đúng ở từ cái chỗ mình được cái này nó thêm cái kẹp nó nhưng mà bây giờ phải coi cái này coi đó còn hai ba cái này cái mặt cái chỉ cho em coi cái lỗ cũng được coi ba đi coi gì đấy tôi là đứa con đâu đâu cùng cá đứa sống hai bên quần trong đây thì hai thì học bốn đều cái đời gì để làm không mà vì không thì hai cũng sao cái gì là không có đó nó đâu cũng không có cái chuyện quản nó đúng còn chuyện gì ha nãy giờ cái từ đây nó tạo nó về số gì còn gì nữa bây giờ nó về số em đi làm thôi mấy cái là mấy cái lịch sử nó mẹ để lên sử lấy số cái đầu hay là muốn đi lên số cái mẹ mình cái đầu cái đầu cái quay tự nhiên nó không chạy coi chạy lôi cái đầu Nguyên cái chi nhầm tới trong nó quay lại phim rồi là anh Nguyên nhầm cảm ơn anh trong năm sang em có thêm một buổi năm mình chuyển một buổi thứ bảy nhưng mà vì cố mẹ phải chỉ cái đó mẹ đi học 2 buổi thế là bữa đi học em ăn học được một ba để em có đi ứng bữa nay là lớp 6 tuổi lớp con 4 năm tuổi 6 tuổi anh học được mai 6 tuổi là lớp 6 tuổi là lên môn nữa bắt đầu lên lớp 1 chứ anh bắt đầu lên lớp 1 này đi học theo thực tiễn môn cái gì hay cảnh theo thực tiễn môn hồi cái tạc lên đi ra cái nọ kia tôi biết mà hay đó còn tuổi đó là tuổi đi sở đẳng ăn biết không có tuổi em độ tuổi theo bên đây nó làm hẳn cái trên bên ABC cái hẳn cái bàn bục về đấy nhưng mà chỉ có cái đấy thì tham gia bên này được rồi đều về cái bên kia rồi không tuổi đó nên mà cảm thấy tới này mới phải thử nghe á anh đừng biết đấy em nói lâm thám anh kém nhất đâu đấy anh để là anh bên nó này anh học cái em để nó là mẹ em nữa vì em cảm thấy là bên nó bây giờ nhiều quá nên đến về tùy phẩm chỉ có nên gì cái không mình ăn mình hay làm nó đầu chuyện mình ăn
Hello, teachers. Once again, good afternoon. Okay. Hello, teachers. Are you okay? All right. So let's. Okay. So let's proceed, or let's continue. Okay. So where are we now? Okay, so we're now in oral approach, right? So student, letter C. Please read and explain this one, teacher. Mm, Anna. Oh yeah, teacher Rosie.
Students are expected to deduce words with a context without translation or explanations in mother tongue. It means that the student can understand the word, the meaning from the text, from the reading, uh, not translation in mother tongue because strategy is better for students to understand and acquire knowledge by repetition.
Mhm.
And they can remember the words forever, not only in subject, in the future.
Yes.
Acting.
All right. Mhm. Okay, very good, teacher Rosie. How about letter E? I'm sorry, letter D, I mean. Letter D, teacher. Okay, next with teacher Rosie, teacher San. Letter E. I'm sorry, yeah, letter. Eh? Yeah, letter D, I mean, not letter E, letter D.
Grammatical structures are with oral prose, repetition, substitution, derives, reading aloud. Uh,
All right. Okay. So can you please explain that one, teacher San?
the teacher give the structure and let ask student repeat in her class and in individual and ask student to read aloud or practice in the room.
All right, teacher San, finish?
Yes.
Okay, how about letter E, teacher Linda? Letter E, grammar is?
Grammar is a learned by and inductive process and is the matter related from simple to more complex form.
Yes, please explain.
I think it's a bit grammar and process and from simple to more complex form. From easy to difficult.
Yes. Hmm? Okay, so grammar is learned by inductive process, as in the direct method, it's graded from simple to more complex, of course. From simple or easy to the hard one, complex. Okay? Letter F, teacher Anna.
Correct pronunciation and grammar are considered crucial, so students must avoid errors. It is that when test grammar and pronunciation, teacher often correct students' mistakes. So, for this reason, students should avoid error, avoid grammar mistake and pronunciation mistake.
Yes.
So I think pronunciation and grammar correction are considered important.
Yes. Correct. Yeah, so the pronunciation and the grammar in writing, it's very important. So we must, student must avoid errors or mistake because pronunciation and not in written, okay? Pronunciation and grammar are important or crucial. Okay. Letter G, please read and explain, teacher Lucy.
Oral language comes first, then writing language. Explain or read.
Yes, please explain that one.
Yes, yes. I think when we learn language, we have four skills or five skills. Speaking, speaking, reading, writing, and exam. Reading,
Yes.
and
You can do it, teacher.
I think speaking is very important. It is the first and the most important. That's
Mm-hmm.
when we can speak, we can know the word, we can know the model in the sentence, then we can have a good writing.
Yes. Yes, perfect. So oral language come first. That is the very beginning. Okay. Oral, okay, come first. Then next is the written. Okay. We will not going to start in written before oral, right? Especially our students. Of course, we will going to engage our student to do the oral language first before the written one. Because oral is a very important, and then next is the written. Okay? Letter H, please read and explain, teacher John.
Textbook and the restroom, etc. are very important.
Yes, what do you mean by that? Okay.
I think that's right because when we teach students when we teach students for example when we teach program grammar we have to use that book uh, and
Yes. Of course, the textbook and the visual materials are very important. Why? Because it serves as our materials to our students, because if we don't have textbook and visual materials, our student feels boring when they will going to listen your discussion. So if you want to encourage your student to listen your discussion, you need to have visual materials to put in your board or to put in the board, those visual materials that are interesting. Okay, teachers? All right. So now let's proceed to number two, the audio lingual method. Please read teacher Lucy.
Yes. Three, the audiolingual method. The main concept of audiolingualism. A. Foreign language is the same as any other kind of learning and can be explained by the same law and principle. B. Learning is the result of experience and is the ingredient in change in behavior. C. Foreign language learning is different from first language learning. D. Foreign language learning is a process of habit formation. D. Language learning process by means of analogy, habit formation involving discrimination and generalization rather than analytic, deductive learning of a rule as the grammar translation method. And error are the results of the L1 in the present and are to be avoided. As a consequence from the approach and assumption considered above, the main product procedures put into practice by audiolingualism differ abruptly emphasis to a oral approach and focus on accuracy, but grammatical explanation don't have an important role. That's all.
All right. Thank you very much, teacher Lucy. So the audio lingual, what is this? Number two, the audio lingual method. So what is the audio lingual method from the word itself, audio, right? So what is or what have you understand about audio lingual, teachers? Who wants to explain letter A? A to F. Hello, teacher. Are you okay? Teacher Jane, you want to explain letter A to F about audio lingual method?
In my opinion, our neurosurgical method is a scientific use in teaching foreign language, and it is based on behavior theory, which postulates that certain traits ability and is displacement featured through a system and reinforcement. And foreign language is the same as any other type language and can be explained by the same law and principle.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you. So A to F. Okay. I'm just going to sum up everything. Okay. So letter A, foreign language is same as any other kind of learning and can be explained by the same laws and principles. Learning is the result of experience and is evident in changes in behavior. So again, learning is the result of experience, teachers. Do you agree with that? Learning is the result of experience. Okay? It is very understandable. Foreign language learning is different from first language learning. So what is your first language learning, teacher? So Vietnam. Vietnamese. So it's different from foreign language, and that is English language. Totally different. Same as Filipino, different to foreign language. Okay, so let's move on now. Okay, to number one, communicative approach. Please read, teacher. Anna.
Yes.
No, sorry, teacher Sally. No, there's no teacher Sally. Ayan yung teacher Anna, right?
Yes.
The teacher wearing blue. Besides teacher Jane and teacher Lucy.
Blue is Sally.
Yeah, Sally. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
Always Sally.
Teacher Sally, right? Yeah, teacher Sally.
Communicative approach. If approach is using of so the other level particular and no is a mistake. Ever of being as due and synonym. The term communicative is relation with language thinking. We know about concern in thematic aspect of language. The communicative approach can be considered rich and analytic at the level of language theory, but it is advocate the following mechanism. Teachers and Robo, 1986. That's all.
Okay, thank you very much, teacher Sally. All right, communicative approach. What is communicative, teachers? From the word self-communication. Okay, so the term communicative in relation with language teaching denotes a more concern in semantic aspect of language. So in here, the communicative approach can be considered rich and electric at the level language theory. So what are those things? The following are language is a system for the expression of meaning. What is this, teacher? Language is a system for the expression of meaning. What do you mean by this? Teacher Rosie, do you have any idea? Language is a system for the expression of meaning. Yes, do you have? No idea? How about the others? Teacher Lucy, do you have? All right, teacher Anna, what is that? Teacher Anna, please share that one.
This lesson means that we use language to express what we want to say, to express
Yes, correct. It's an expression the things we want to say, yes, especially our thought. Okay, it's a language. Okay, so language is a system for the expression of meaning. Of course, no language, we cannot express what we are thinking about or what is our ideas, right? So we are very thankful with the language because through language we can express what we want to express. Okay, next. The primary function of language is for interaction and communication. What is this all about? The primary function of language is for interaction and communication. Okay, I'm going to explain this. teacher, please listen. Okay, language is for interaction. It means that interacting with each other, okay, and communicating, right? If there is no language, we cannot communicate with each other. So it's one of the function of the language, okay? Interaction and communication. Communicating with each other like this, okay? Third one, the structure of language reflects its functional and communicative uses. What is this? The third one, the structure of language reflects its functional and communicative uses. Yes, what is this? Okay, so the structure of language, it reflects the function, okay? It reflects the function of communicative uses. So what are those communicative uses? Okay, so it reflects the function, okay? Reflection. The fourth one, teacher, please read and explain. Teacher Jane. The fourth one, the primary units of language.
The primary is language and memory is grammatical extract language. So speaker first, category the first
Yes, so what do you mean by this one? The primary units of language are not merely its grammatical and structural features, but categories of functional and communicative meaning as exemplified in this course. Okay, anyway, teachers, okay, this is very long, so we need to finish this one today, okay? So, what is the difference between audiolingual versus communicative? Okay, teachers, this time I want you to read all of this one, okay? The audiolingual and communicative, because I need to go to the restroom. And after that one, I'm going to ask you what is the difference between the two. Okay? Can I go to the restroom for a while, teachers? Just just want 2 minutes. Okay? Yeah, just 2 minutes. Please read audiolingual versus communicative, right?
lingo là bạn của lưỡi đi từ lingo là lingo lingo con người audio lưỡi lưỡi nói luôn kẹp kẹp tụi chúng có bà thì đi cầm này đã bị ra bị bạn ở bên lưỡi có tay không
All right, finish?
no not yet
Not yet. 2 minutes left. Finish, teachers? Finish. Okay, let's start now. Okay, so let's start with audiolingual versus communicative. The first one, please read Teacher John. Let's start with Teacher John and please explain. A tense structure and form more than meaning. And then meaning is paramount for communicative. Please explain that. Oh my gosh. All right. Teacher John. Okay. No. Instead of Teacher John, let's start with Teacher Rosie. Teacher Rosie, please start
Yes.
now. Starts now.
Attend to structure and form more than meaning. Meaning is paramount. Demand memorized memory-based foundation of structure-based dialogue. That means items are not contextual delivered. Contextualization is a basic device. Learning language is learning structure. How it works. Language learning is learning to communicate. Explain.
All right, teacher. Okay, you're going to explain like this. Okay, there are two table, right? Audiolingual and communicative. Okay, the first one is audiolingual attends to structure and form more than meaning. While the communicative, the meaning is paramount. So what do you mean by that one? Attends to structure and form more than meaning. While the communicative meaning is paramount. What do you mean by paramount?
I think our audio is concentrated about the structure and the form. When student or when speaker speak, but um, yeah, and the listener can understand how to say structure and form right. But
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
in communicative, meaning is the most is as important, not only structure and form. The listener can understand the sentence by the meaning. They don't care about the structure.
yes. Okay. Thank you. So in communicative, meaning is paramount. It means that the meaning is very important, more important than anything else in communicative. How about in the second one? Demands. Okay, can you please read teacher sign? The second one, demands. Teacher sign. The second one, demands memorization.
Demand memorization of way dialogue, dialogue,
While the communicative dialogues, if used,
skills centered around communicative functions and are not normally
memorized. Okay. What have you understand with this one, teacher sign? Demands in audiolingual demands memorization of structure based on the dialogues. While in communicative, the dialogues, if used, is the center around communicative functions are not normally memorized. Okay. In other words, okay, in audiolingual, memorization. Okay, memorization is needed, while communicative memorization is not actually needed. Okay, the third one, teacher Linda,
language items are not
contextualized.
contextualization is a basic pre repeat.
Yes, premise. Okay, so language items are not contextualized, while communicative contextualization is a basic premise. What is this? What is contextualized? Yes, teachers? The word itself, context, are not contextualized. While in communicative, it is very, the contextualization is a basic premise. Okay? All right. Okay. To teacher Anna.
Yes. I think
Learning.
Duolingo mean that we in this language not using content, only this language directly, not using content. But contrary to the audiolingo communicative, in communicative, teacher often use content-based situation to this language.
Yes.
That is my opinion. I'm not sure.
Okay. Thank you very much, teacher Anna. Okay, please proceed, teacher Anna. Please read learning language.
Learning,
Okay, please proceed reading.
learning language is the learning structure, sound, or word. And learning
Communicative.
language learning is the learning to communicate. It means that in audio lingo, we teach structure, sound, or word. But in communicative methods, teacher only give a chance to student to communicate. To this teacher takes lesson by giving chance to student to communicate.
Yes. Okay. So thank you very much, teacher Anna. All right. So learn in audiolingual, learning language is learning structures, sounds or words. Okay. So the word itself, sounds or words. While communicative, language learning is to communicate. Okay, from the word itself, communication. Because this is communicative, of course, learning language is learning to communicate, right? Or communication. Next, teacher Lucy.
Mastery is the sound and communication is the sound. I think that in audio lingo method, mastery sound is means that we make the learner in the mastery. But in communicating, we pay attention to communication target. We guide students to make communication more than we look for the mastery in the classroom. I think so.
Okay, thank you very much, teacher Lucy. Okay, so audiolingual, in audiolingual, master is sought. In communicative, communication is sought. Okay, so sought, that is the past participle of seek, right? Seek. We know what is seek, right? Okay. So anyway, teacher Lucy, explain carefully. Okay, next, drilling. Okay, please read this one, teacher Sally. Drilling. Okay, thank you very much. Next, Teacher Jane.
Yes. Native speaker-like pronunciation is a sound. Comprehends cerebral pronunciation is a sound. If I
Soft.
yes. In audiolingual language, either spoken naturally, but in a complicated so language, either spoken in,
Mhm. So a native speaker in audiolingual, their pronunciation is soft or thick. Of course, sometimes their pronunciation we cannot understand because of their um yes pronunciation. Then next one is comprehensible pronunciation is soft or thick. Okay, the past participle of thick. Okay, next. Thank you, Teacher Jane. Teacher John.
grammatical explanation is avoid.
Advice helps the learner.
Is skeptic. In my opinion, yeah, only in
Okay, so grammatical explanation is avoided in audiolingual. Of course, because this is audiolingual, it involves listening. Okay, grammatical explanation is avoided. While in communicative, okay, any advice that helps the learner is accepted. Okay, we will not going to avoid those advices or any, I'm sorry, devices. Okay, next, teacher Rosie. Please read to use and translation.
communicative activities only come to along with
Uh, the next one, teacher Rosie.
use language one, the first language is cognitive.
Mm-hmm. I mean by this one, use of language one is forbidden. Or not allowed, okay? So on audiolingual teachers, okay? So language one is forbidden or not allowed. While or in communicative, judicious use of L1 or language one is accepted. It's okay. It's allowed in communicative. Okay? Next, please read teacher Sun.
Translation is forbidden at early level, while communicative translation may be used.
Yes, what is this all about? So translation is forbidden. Translating is not allowed at early levels. Okay? Because they are very young. They are just in the low level. So if you are going to translate that one, it's not it's not allowed in audiolingual, but in communicative it's allowed. Okay, maybe it may be used or it is used in communicative. All right. Next one, please read. Teacher Linda.
Reading and writing in my computer speed is master. Reading and writing can start from first day.
Okay, so what is this all about? In audiolingual, reading and writing till speech is mastered. From the word itself, mastered. While in communicative, reading and writing can start from first day. Okay, in communicative, reading and writing is the can start from the first day. Okay, next one, teacher Anna.
Linguistic competence is the design goal, and communicative competence is the design goal.
Mhm. So, linguistic competence is the desired goal in audiolingual.
It means
Linguistic.
at the end of the lesson, the linguistic competence is the result, required. In communicative, at the end of the lesson, students can communicate.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. Okay, very good, teacher Anna. Next, teacher Lucy.
The sequence of units is defined solely by principle of complexity. Sequencing is determined by any consideration of content, content, or between documented in text.
Yes, what have you understand with this?
I think in our local and talk, the sequence of units we combine the we com,
Hmm. Yeah, so in audiolingual, the sequence of units is determined solely by principles of complexity, while in the communicative, sequencing is determined by any consideration of content, okay, or function of the meaning that maintain interest. Okay, okay, thank you, Teacher Lucy. Next, Teacher Sally. Language.
language habit, so aromatic sequences.
Next.
And language Korean
And language.
in communication language Korean through trial and error.
Yes. So what do you mean by this one?
I
In audiolingual,
I think that in audiological method, error are practically applied because I think that this error we take even lead to the formation of bad habit. That is my opinion.
mhm. Okay, thank you very much, teacher Sally. Next, teacher Jane.
Accuracy in terms of formal complexity is a primary goal. Fluency and effective language is the primary goal. Accuracy is not in abstract but in content.
Okay. Yeah, so in audiolingual accuracy, accurate in the terms of formal correctness is primary goal. That is their primary goal. While in the communicative fluency and acceptable language is their primary goal, their fluency. Okay, the fluency of the language. While in the audiolingual accuracy. Okay,
Yeah.
next, teacher John.
Students are respected in to interact with the language center. Students are expected in to interact with other people.
Okay, yeah. So in audiolingual, students are expected to interact with the language system, okay, to the system. While in the communicative, students are expected to interact with other people, two people in communicative. Audiolingual to the language system. In the communicative to the other people or to people. Okay, teachers? Okay. So do you have any questions? So on Friday, teachers, we will going to have, I think, extraneous class teach. That is our next lesson, the 30, the last one. Okay, teachers, so please advance reading. Okay, so thank you very much for your time. So I will see you on Friday. All right? Okay, so bye bye. Have a nice day.
Bye teacher. Các bạn học vế của Việt chơi Việt.
Rồi chúng nó tải cho con điện hay tưởng tượng được thêm đàn tụi chạy nó chỉ đấy bây giờ nó có học mà bị khăn
Đừng đi lớp gì kia có hết nữa.
kéo rời con sổ chắc rời gói có lẽ dùng giữ từ hen